the arms up. You're going to breathe in and you're going to breathe out. And again, let's raise the vibe on this Friday. And again, up we go. I don't know what your week you've had, but mine has been super busy. It's just like, I can't believe we're here, and I'm so pleased it's Friday. Take your heels away and your toes are facing forward. Sit into a very small side bend, right and left. Up, over. And I'm going to take the right arm, I'm going to take it across the body to the corner. So I'm going to take it up into the corner. So I'm adding a little bit of movement, about a little tiny bit of rotation and lateral flexion. Okay, so I'm kind of going into a diagonal rather than over the head. So it's going into diagonal. Okay, and again, 2 more. 1 and 2. Now ladies, take the arm across the body and then the other side. Yeah, so we come across the body and push. Lovely. Now take both arms up to a shoulder press. So you're going to push up and do that again. Then you're going to take the right arm across the body. Lovely, well done. Excellent, Jenny, excellent. Sarah, wonderful. And again, so take it across, across. Again, take it up high, reach and lower. Take your fingertips together. I'm just going to step forward. I'm going to take it back. Take your arms down to your thighs. We begin to rotate the spine. We go back, in and down. And again, lift, open, in and lower. And again, just got a lovely beat. And open, in and down. Take the arms up for 2, 1, and squeeze back on those shoulders and then lower down. Yeah, I'm going to come back a little bit. So you're going to come up, squeeze back. Okay, and then I'm just loosening up the body slightly, getting some movement, some warmth into the synovial joints. So the fluid that lubricates the joints, the articular cartilage. So all of that sort of like, I was thinking like WD-40. I'm just trying to get nice and warm, generate some heat. So take the arms up halfway, push around, take them back down to the thighs. Do it again. So we go up and push round. Okay, in and down. And again, so we come up, we release over, and down. One more time. We're going to take the hands onto the hips and tilt the pelvis. I'm going to come forward and back, yeah? So push as far forward as you can and back, yeah? Far forward as you can and back. So this may be your first bit of exercise this morning and it might feel a little bit stiff. I've already done a workout, so it feels quite loose and lubricated, that's the word, lubricated. And then up we go and back. Then pop yourself into the position B and then lift up and through. So it's kind of a bit of an exaggeration, yes? I'm really lifting the hip towards the rib, yeah? So allow the ribs to move, yeah? So they need decompression, compression, and movement, yeah? So allow them to move freely. Okay, just placing your hands just around the bottom of the ribs, get to feel the 12th rib. Okay, and then from there, we're going to rotate. That's it, lovely. And again, let's go to the other side. So again, you're going to feel the ribs moving. Of course you are, this is return, but what I don't want is kind of like this. All right, so it's from the lumbo-pelvic area. Okay, one more time. Take your hands onto your shoulders. Okay, leaving the hips nice and still, and then just rotate the upper body. So we've gone from lower to upper body. Okay, let's go around the other side. Around the other side. All right, and round. Just a little movement, that's all it. It's like a little halo and around. Take it over, lift over, and then the other side. Okay. Hope you like this groovy music. It could be anywhere. It's just such holiday music. I love it. We bought it about a week ago. We played it to death. I can't get a bit fed up of it now. Over we go. I even trained it in my gym. And again. All right, rib isolation. Take your arms open and then just drop over side to side. So right side and left. So just movement from the ribs, not the hips, not the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Okay, hands down. Right side. 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2. And again, allow the ribs to lift. Okay, take the legs out a little bit wider and then just push side to side. Now allow the hips to move freely, right? Almost like butter, okay? Just go back and forth, nice and soft, yeah? Bend the knees, allow the shoulders to relax, and then just make some circles. Okay, now, different from the lumbo-pelvic, you allow, it's like a little halo, you're making a circle. That's it. And then around the other side. That's it, lovely. Round we go. So it's like remember hula hoops? I used to do our hula hoops with my children. I used to do classes like that, didn't I? I brought classes out with hula hoops. Yes, I remember. I didn't do them, but I remember doing it and seeing hula hoops at the leisure centres. Okay, then from here, right side, left side, and centre. Take your arms open. Come over the top, ladies. We'll start to build these exercises and just put them together into a little sequence. We always love a sequence, don't we? Okay. One more time, up and over. Bring your back of your hands together. So curve it through and open the chest. Round and open. And again. And open. Round and open. Lovely. Take your arm over the top. Ladies, I'm going to ask you in a moment, I want you to think about where you're going to get them from. I want you to find 2 books, yeah, 2 books, probably about 4 centimetres, 4 or 5 centimetres, even just a little raise. I don't mind what it is, even if it's an inch, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I just want a little raise. Okay, so if you've got a catalogue, a brochure, absolutely perfect. Yeah, one more time. All right, give me a low side bend right. So we come down. Lovely. All right, now you're going to take the right arm into the corner. You're going to lift. Notice now I'm taking my heel away. So now I'm making the movement bigger. Okay, now I'm going to take the arm across the body. Across. You've got a little bit of rotation through thoracic. And then you're going to take both arms up to centre. Lift. Just bend the knees slightly. Bring it across the body. So there's your rotation. Now into your shoulder press, sagittal plane. Lift, inhale, exhale. Let's do that again. So you come over and over. Take it up. Sorry, and then I should have said both arms and stay here, both arms. Sorry, I'm getting carried away then. All right, roll your hands down to the top of your thighs and come into a flexion. And then up into flexion. I can't get my words out today. It's not the one I went for earlier. So extension and flexion. So inhale and exhale. Yeah, and again, inhale and exhale. Brilliant. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now from there, just wag the tail side to side. Right, yeah, just loosen it off, chin down and roll it up. Shoulders back and down, bring your feet in, nice and narrow. Engage the abdominals, engage the muscles in the bottom. Take the hands up, fingertips together, and then open your door, look behind you. Take your hands down to your thighs. Go again, so you go on the left side. Okay, hands down. Now take them up together, then again, and then over to your right side, and then over to your left side. I lost my balance. And then over to your right, and then over to your left. Taking the arms down, and then go into a shoulder press, but then take it into a back extension. So you come out of range. Okay, we come up, squeeze back, in and lower. Yeah, and again, so up, squeeze back, in and lower, one more time. Now this is where I wanted the towel. This is where we're going to use the towel. We're going to halo around, all the way around the top of the body. This is where I was thinking about having a towel in the hand. Down we go. So you halo around, so you make a circle around the body. Lovely, one more time. Round into that full rotation and down. Brilliant, shoulders back and down. Tap forward on the right and left. Okay, so we're just sending off to the side, sending our bodies off balance slightly, yeah? So, and then back we go. And then you've got your supporting leg doing all the work. All right, lovely, breathe in. So you windmill the arms around, bring the palms to me. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Tap it forward. 1, 2, to the side, 3, and 4. Take it back. 1 and 2. Windmill the arms. Breathe in, breathe out. Right foot. 1, right again. 2, 3, windmill. Round. Breathe in and breathe out. And again, the other side. 1, 2, 3. Okay, windmill round. Now leave the arms where they are. Take the right leg out. Now I just want a really light balance. Yeah, touch on the floor. If you want to, take the foot away. All right, this is a balance challenge. You can close your eyes if you want to. Look over your right shoulder. Pull those tummy muscles in. And look over to the left shoulder. Now try it. Close your eyes. Good. Close. Try not to put that weight down onto that right foot. Close your eyes. Over the other side. Into the center. Open your eyes. Take it round. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Tap it out on the other side. Okay, so nice and light. Bend the leg, yeah? So, from here, so open your arms, palms are facing forward. Let's look first of all over the left shoulder. And really light, yeah? All I've just touching the carpet fibers. And then over the other side. Now, try it with your eyes closed. Oh. Yes, I know what I'm doing. I'm placing more weight onto that foot with my eyes closed. Come on, Marita, come on. Into the center, bring it through. Windmill, breathe in, breathe out. Last time, breathe in, breathe out. Lunge to me, step lunge. 1, drop back knee, lift, and together. 1, drop, lift, and together. Yeah? 1, drop, lift, and together. One more time. I'm going to turn this into a calf stretch. So I'm going to come forward. Instead of dropping the back knee, I'm going to lift up and just raise my heel and then come down. Yeah, and again, so lift up, lovely, and lower. So as you lower, push down into that heel. Lift and lower. Have you decided where you're going to get your books from? Or just a little raise, that's all I want. Okay, bring that leg in slightly, bring your weight down onto that leg, and then hamstring stretch. We come back a little bit. What I'm doing is weight is on my supporting leg, and then my right leg, nice and long, so the stretch comes here, okay, into the back of the thigh. 3, 2, 1, and just roll it up. Okay, to the top. So now I'm going to come forward on my left, back on my right. Lift up and lower. Lift, so move up onto that mid-tarsal and lower. Push. Push down into that big toe as well. Again, and lower. Bring in the left leg. Okay, now the left leg, same thing. Weight onto the right thigh. stretching through the left leg. Okay, guys, I'm going to go back to a wall, okay? So I want you to come onto the back wall, all right? So just try to lean against the back wall. Put the lights on. Hang on. All right, I'm just going to lean against the back wall. Just don't want to light switch. I'm going to lean against the back wall. What I'm going to do is take my feet slightly away from me. I'm just going to tap. It's my right toe, yeah, right feet, from the toes up, yeah. So I'm just tapping through that mid-tarsal joint, and then the other side. Very small movement, push into the wall. To the other side. Okay, ladies, come down the wall into a little squat. So it's like a seated position. Okay, all right. So from there, just lift. Now the movement is tiny. Lift the toes. Lift up. It's a tiny movement. You can hardly see it, but I can feel it. Lift. Lift. That's it, ladies. Place your hands against the wall and push yourself away. Coming into the center. Breathe in and breathe out. So think about where your blocks are, your books. You might have yoga blocks. If you have, grab your yoga blocks now. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to lay them out in front of me. I'm going to come back a little bit so you can see them. Okay, there we go. I'm going to lay my yoga blocks. I'm going to place my heel down and the ball of my foot onto the yoga block. Okay, my other foot will stay down. From here, I'm just going to break at the hips and come down. So now my toe is up, so it's like a hamstring stretch, deadlift. So come down and lift. It's not a roll down or roll up. Notice I break at the hips. I feel it engage right into the back of the thigh, and up we go. And again, down we go, and lift up. Let's change sides. I'm just going to do 4 on each side. So again, break at the hips, bending through on that right leg, keeping that left leg nice and straight, and then lift up. Yeah? And again. Down we go, and lift. Yeah, and again, down, and lift. I think I've got one more. Then we're going to come to the front. Down, and lift. Okay, coming over the front of your books, your blocks. So now my heels are on the blocks, and my feet are down, okay? I'm going to come down into a little squat. And lift up. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. So this is now making the glutes work harder, but taking pressure off the knees. Yeah, we've done lots of mobility for the knees. We go back to the spine now. Okay. All right. So one more time. Don't come down too low. I know you feel you can, but just don't come down too low at this moment. Take the fingertips together. Push back, and then the other side. Okay, coming up to the top, lateral flexion, and over the other side. Okay, lovely. Bring your hands down, rotate around. Bring your hips together, give me a squat. Now you can come down deeper if you want to on this one. Come down deeper. Okay, let's go on the right side. So open door, take both hands and close, and then go round to the right side. Take both hands up to the ceiling and go into a lateral flexion. Bring your fingertips down, go into a squat. And squat again, we're going to go over onto that left side. Okay, so I'm going to open door. Open door. Take your arms around. Okay, take them up, lateral flexion. Let's finish this off. Let's go down into a squat. Let's do it again, right and left. So deeper, deeper. Okay, round we go. Can you find, ladies, that when you're squatting on your books, or you've got yoga blocks, that you can go that little bit deeper, so that range of motion and length is much bigger Yeah, I can come down much lower. Do that again. We start on the left side. I can come down lower when I'm on the blocks. Yeah, take it around. It's much kinder to our knees, up and over, lateral flexion. Taking the hands down and give me a squat to finish. Lovely. Open through your arms, coming over. And then the other side. Okay. And again, one more time. Right. Step back behind the blocks. Place your right foot on. And we're just going to go back to breaking at the hips. Yeah, break and lift up. Yeah, so come forward. Pushing your torso down towards the ground. It's not a roll down, ladies. This is not a Pilates roll down. It's the beginning of almost like a deadlift. If we had a bar in the gym, yeah, we would be using the bar to take us down with gravity. And there you feel it into the back. Now step back from your block. Come down so your feet are onto the floor. Give me 4 squats. How does that feel? Yeah. Isn't it nicer on the blocks? Yeah, and again. Okay, let's place the left foot on. All right, so break down at the hips. So come down. Remember, this leg can stay just staying to whether you really want to do it. It's comfortable. This leg just stays nice and straight, but don't lock it out. Down we go and lift up. 2 more, sorry. Down we go and lift up. 1 more time. Okay, we're going to step over this time over the front of the books and the blocks. Give me 4 squats. Much more enjoyable, isn't it, doing squats at the front? 2, 3, last time, 4. Ladies, I'm just going to move my camera down slightly. We're going to come down onto the floor. Okay. All right. We're going to come down to the floor and I'm just going to kneel. I'm going to have the blocks. I want to kneel on them. Okay. All right. So all your books. Or you could, if these are nice and soft for knees, but if you've got books and they're hard, maybe you could put the mat over the book. Just want a little bit of height. That's all. Okay. Let's roll it down. Okay. Walk it forward and then drop down onto the yoga blocks. Okay. Hands facing forward. From there, coming into an extension. That's it. And then into a flexion. So exhale on the extension and then up into your flexion. And again, extension and flexion. Okay, just swing it down and just wag the tail. Oh, great moves for the spine. Okay. So from here, guys, I'm just going to come up, kneeling on my yoga blocks. I'm going to take my arms up. I'm going to rotate round. I'm going to take both hands round. I'm going to take them up to the ceiling. And I'm going to go into a lateral flexion. I'm going to bring them down. I'm going to open door. It's all on your left side. Hands together. Push over. Really feel that rotation through the spine. Over we go. Okay, so staying on shoulders. You can then leave your left down and bring your right leg forward. Coming into a stretch, yes? I'm coming into a hip flexor stretch. So there's my stretch here. I'm going to place the left hand down onto the ground. And I'm going to take my right arm up to 12 o'clock. I'm going to take the arm, I'm going to look behind me. Right, looking at my hand behind me. I'm going to bring it over the rainbow. I'm going to come to you. Okay, I'm going to lower the hand down. I'm going to bring my leg back around. I'm going to go into my extension and then into my flexion. And again, extension and flexion. Okay, then from here, leaving the other leg down, bringing it through. Yeah, so whatever leg you use, just make sure you come on the opposite one. So I'm bringing now my left leg forward. So I'm going to stretch up my right hip flexor. So to get it, I'm not going to get the stretch here upright. I just need to lean forward, yeah? Lean into it. Take the right hand down and use the left arm and take it up to the ceiling. Okay. Then take that behind you. Look behind you, over the rainbow, and to me and reach. Okay, placing that foot back where it was, and then go back into your extension and flexion. And again, through. Okay, and just release off the back, and then side to side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely stuff, guys. Right, so from here, I want you now just to come off the blocks. We're going to stay on the floor. I'm going to use my yoga blocks to one side, and then I'm going to come down on my tummy. All right, so I'm going to place my hands on the yoga blocks. I'm going to come down onto my tummy. Now, this is a bit difficult in my house here. I don't do a lot of prone work because of room. I'm going to try it. Okay, so my yoga blocks, we're going to change the angle. So this again is for shoulders. All right, so for shoulders. So from here, leave the legs down where they are, scoop the belly in, and then just lift both arms and lower. Right. Let's do right and left first. So let's do right, and then let's do left. Then let's do them together. 1 and 2. Push the yoga blocks out slightly to an angle. Okay, again, lift the arms. 1, 2. Taking away a little bit further. Yes, every time I'm changing the angle. So I'm lifting up 1 and 2. Squeeze back those shoulders. Bring the yoga blocks around to the side of you. Lift up. 1. One more time. 2. Now I'm going to take the yoga blocks into my hand. I'm going to lift up and squeeze. I'm going to squeeze back through those shoulders. Keep that head in line with the spine. Head is down. One more time. Brilliant stuff. Okay, release the shoulder blocks. Hands back. And then come into your little child's pose. Again. I'm going to come back onto all fours. I'm going to come around to face you. I'm going to take my right arm around. I'm going to keep my head in line with the spine. I'm going to take it around for 4. This should be feeling a lot nicer now when we move it. Yeah, remember we talked about the synovial fluid at the side. Down we go. And again. 3. Last time. Right, from here just wag the tail. And there. 5, just come into a seated position. Alright, into a seated position. Right, now you can take your yoga block if you want to. Right, you can take your block with you. Come and place it. Okay. Or your book, I'm going to place it between my knees. Right, so I haven't got my mini balls upstairs, but the same thing. If you want to use your mini ball, ladies, that's absolutely fine. I've just done so many workshops with the yoga block. I'm just choosing to use it. It's here, it's in my lounge. If you want to use your mini ball, then feel free to. Take your arms away, coming back into a little half a roll back. And lift up. And again, back into half a roll back. And lift up. Give me a bow and arrow. So I'm going to go back. So remember to squeeze the board or the block or the ball. Yeah, so squeeze. But if you haven't got anything, just squeeze your knees together, because this is where I'm bringing functional fitness in, training the pelvic floor muscles. And again. And one more time. Lovely. Come back, open your door, just like we did when we were standing, other side. Okay, both hands. You're going to come over, it's a rotation, and then the other side. You remember lateral flexion, so we went up, we went into lateral flexion right, take it over the top, lateral flexion left. 2 more, over to your right side, up and over the top, over to your left side, up and through. Okay. Take the yoga block away, I'm choosing to sit on mine, nice and much nicer when you're upright, yeah? Again, it makes you, when I'm down, I'm quite lordotic, yeah, my bottom sticks out slightly, then I find it easier to be sitting up. Okay, so what I want you to do is point and flex, so bring the right knee into the chest and point and flex. That's it. Point and flex. Brilliant. So what goes on in the ankle, the foot, resonates right through up the body. Okay, so if this isn't working correctly, you won't walk, you probably won't walk correctly, which will cause problems in the knees, the hips, the lower back, and the shoulders. Yeah, the whole lot, the package goes together. So we need to have a whole body approach. Okay, all right. So from there, take the leg down, go into the other side, and then I'll move on. Just point and flex. It's comfortable sitting on the yoga block. Sorry if you get on your ball. Don't think you'd be sitting on your ball, I think you'd be on a cushion now, wouldn't you? 3, 2, 1, lovely. Take your legs away from you. We're going to stretch over the hamstrings. So you're going to lift up and then you're going to push forward. Hold on to your feet if you can get there. If you can't, don't worry. Okay, coming up, side bend. So right arm down, left arm over. And the other side. Okay, 2 more. Reach up and over. From there, guys, just place your hands behind you and then lift the right foot up. Yeah, right leg, should I say. 2, 3. I'm only going to get you to do 4. On this side, because I think that's just about enough after all the work we've been doing on our legs. 2, 3, and 4. Lovely. Bring your legs up nice and wide. Okay, nice and tall. Place your right hand down towards your right foot. Bring your left arm over and then reach down with it. Yeah, just try and touch. Just not over the head. It's over the diagonal. Okay, lovely. Up to the top, ladies. The other side. So head down towards your left foot. This side, no, not as good as the other side. Won't get there. Just bring the toe in towards me. I'm only joking. And then over the top. So again, the flexibility on this side. Not as good as that side, and it will probably be the same for you guys. I'm not saying the same side as me, but we'll find out we'll be more flexible from one side to the other. Okay, reach up to the top. Bring the feet in, and then just press down onto the inside. Now, as you're pressing, we've done this before, I want you to lift the legs up. So I'm pressing down and lifting up. Yeah, so there's no relaxation, there's contraction, 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 and push, like a tug of war. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, ladies, I'm going to come off my yoga block, it's going to come down onto the floor, okay? But I'm going to take my books, so your blocks, yeah? I'm going to place them onto the floor. I'm going to place my feet onto the yoga blocks and I'm going to come back, okay? Now this is where the adjustments need to happen. So you need to bring the blocks in a little bit, because I don't want you just to target the hamstrings completely. So make sure your sort of feet are close enough to your glutes. If you're out here, to show you, if you're here when bridging, it's going more into the hamstrings and the glutes. So I want a glute bridge. So you're bringing the feet, the heels slightly closer into in towards the glutes. And I want you just to lift up. Now look, because of the centimeters of my yoga block, the range, you notice the height now is bigger. Yeah. So my range here, look, up, much bigger. So we get a larger stretch here. Remember we did hip flexor stretch. We can do hip flexor stretches in shoulder bridge. And this is great for the glutes. Okay, and we've got a bit of height, making it harder. Yeah, I think you realise that. If you've got a book, I can't actually see what you've got in my thumbnails, but even just a little raise or something. When I used to teach this at the gym, I used to just put the plates, you know, the weights, I used to put the plates there, but it's much nicer with blocks because they're softer and they don't slide around the floor. And again, lift up. The next one, I'm going to lift it up, ladies. I'm going to hold it at the top. So I'm going to lift up. I'm going to drop the right hip down. Now look at the movement I've got here. Yeah, I've got a long way to go down, up to the top, and then down the other side. So you lift and round we go. And again, lift up and down we go. And again, squeeze. So it's like a little tilt, hip, hitch, hip, hitch it down, hip, hitch it down. That's it. Lovely. 2 more. Sorry, last one. So that's your left side, then lift it up. Ladies, take your right foot away from the block and then just taking your leg away. Right, so hold it there. And then just come down lower and lift up. Again, this is so tough on that left leg because we're up so high. Look, we've got down, I haven't even come down to the floor and up. My goodness, I think we can only do 4. I don't think I can do any more. Place that foot down, see if I'm stronger the other side. Okay, so lift up, then lower and lift. Oh, it feels so much better when you've got your fresh leg, doesn't it? 2 and 3. Last time. And 4. Okay. Take the foot down and then just lower it all the way down. Ladies, take the right leg in towards the chest. Okay, and then just bring that leg nice and straight towards the body. So another style of stretching the hamstrings. We did it standing. We did it in a deadlift position when we put the ball of the foot, the mid-tarsal, onto the yoga block and went forward. So that's an active stretch. And now we're in a supine position, doing a static stretch. Okay, you release that leg down, place it onto the floor, onto your book, onto your yoga block, and then coming up the other side. Okay, just ease that leg in towards you. If you just bring the knees into the chest and you just have a little back massage. Back massage. There we go. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Ladies, just take your feet down and just place the soles of your feet together. Take your hands, palms up to the ceiling. Take some lovely deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Being in the present moment of how are you feeling right now. Concentrate on your breath as you breathe in for 4 and out for 5. In for 4, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Calm in the parasympathetic central nervous system. allowing the brain to relax. Okay, ladies, and come up onto all fours. That was nice, wasn't it? Roll over onto one side, roll yourself through, and going onto all fours. Bring yourself around. Don't worry about your yoga blocks in your books. Push them out of the way. Okay, so elongate the spine. It's been raining. And then up we go. Well, of course it is. It's rained every day this week. It's not going to be any different today, is it? And then away. Okay, ladies, just tap the toes under. Push the hips up to the ceiling. There we go. Take your heels down as low as you can to the floor. Push back in through the heels. And then just pedal push. Pedal push. There we go. Alright, lovely. When you're ready, pedal push, and then just walk your feet in towards you. Right? Release